Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TeacherCast Educational Broadcasting Network. You are listening to Ask the Tech Coach, our brand new series where you get to chime in and ask us a question here. Maybe you're a teacher that's looking to integrate technology into your classroom. Maybe you've got a great tool, but you want to learn just a little bit more about the features that it has. Ask the Tech Coach is your show to learn about educational technology in your classrooms. My name is Jeff Bradbury. Thanks so much for joining us today on TeacherCast. You can, of course, reach out to us and ask us a question over on Twitter at TeacherCast, or you can, of course, leave us a voice message over at teachercast.net/voicemail and email us at feedback@teachercast.net. Today we're talking to Dr. Sam Patterson, an expert in all things robotics. And Sam, I want to bring you on here and ask you the question about teachers looking to learn about robotics. First of all, where can teachers go to learn all about robotics and the great things that they can be doing now that we are beyond the hour of code?
Well, one of the great things about social media is the fact that as teachers figure out some of the newest things, we can kind of share them really, really quickly. And one of the things that I've really been impressed with throughout their history is the Sphero's company's ability to connect with teachers and support classroom innovation by helping teachers share what they're doing with these amazing little robots. And their newest app, called the Sphero Lightning Lab, has an entire community of educators behind it. And these teachers are sharing their lesson ideas, their lesson plans, and the students around the world can access these lessons inside the app. So it's not only a great way to teach programming, but it's a great way to connect communities of learners in classrooms.
Now, when we're looking at these communities of learners, are there pockets of teachers that are doing this at various levels, or is an app like this just general robotics? Because I would imagine that this community can run very, very deep or at a novice level and still be very effective.
You know, the great thing about Sphero robots is they're very much a consumer level connected toy. So almost all of the use of it is not too terribly deep. It's deeper than you would get without a robot, but it's not, the level of complexity you usually encounter with something like Lego robotics. The Sphero robot is really, as a tech coach, I go into classrooms, I have 40 minutes at a time to work with kids, and I can get into a lesson, have a meaningful interaction where the kids are controlling the robots, experimenting with the robots, programming the robots, and reach a meaningful end assessment point all within 40 minutes because the robots are relatively simple rather. And this Lightning Lab app makes it easy for me to share a sample program with my students that they can then remix. So just like programmers in the real world, I don't expect my students to write a complete program from scratch. I might give them part of a program and say, work with this, change things, change the nut values, find out what happens, tell me what this program does.
So how does that work? You said a teacher can create something and share it with their students. Is there a teacher student level? Do people have to log in with passwords and usernames?
There are logins and usernames in the Lightning Lab. You log in either as a student or as an adult or instructor. It's designed to work with parents or teachers. Parents can even upload their lessons, share videos of what they're doing at home. Um, but it does differentiate between adults and students.
And what is the financial ramifications of a program like this?
Well, the Lightning Lab program is free. The robots themselves run between $100 to $120 usually. This program works with the Ollie robots, the Sphero robots, the SPRK robots, and the slightly more expensive, although infinitely more dashing, BB-8 robot.
And so you're saying that a teacher can create a lesson for their students to take on the empire.
I believe that all teachers are under a moral imperative to equip our students to battle the empire when the time comes.
I think that's a great idea. Sam, one more time, where can we find out more information about this and other great coding resources?
You can find out more information about this and other great coding resources so many different places. You mentioned before the Tech Educator podcast is one of my favorite places to learn about these things. Also on mypaperlessclassroom.com and the brand new beyondthehourofcode.com.
Sam, thanks so much for joining us today on our show. We really appreciate your time. And don't forget to check out all the great work that Sam's doing over at mypaperlessclassroom.com and find him on Twitter at Sam Patui. That's Sam, Patue. That's all the time we have for this episode of Ask the Tech Coach. Don't forget to find us on Twitter at TeacherCast, where you can follow this show at hashtag Ask the Tech Coach. If you have a question for yourself, or if you have anything that you're looking to learn about educational technology, you can reach out to us anytime at teachercast.net/voicemail and email us over at feedback@teachercast.net. My name is Jeff Bradbury, and on behalf of everybody here at the TeacherCast Educational Broadcasting Network, thank you so much for joining us today. We really enjoy having you. Until next time, keep up the great work in your classrooms and continue sharing your passions with your students.